Hi, so in this video, one in a series of videos, I'm explaining to you my thoughts with regards to how I would approach pre-season training for 2024. In this video, I'm going to explain to you how I would prescribe high-intensity interval training, and this assumes that you've therefore seen my previous video on the same. If you have, then you'll already have your 40-meter sprint speeds, and you'll also have your 1600-meter time trial times. But let's remind ourselves as to why we're doing this in the first place. Why have we got the 40-meter sprint times? Why have we got the 1600-meter time trial times? Because using those two pieces of information, you can appropriately prescribe high-intensity intervals depending on the fitness level of the player in front of you. So how do you do it? Well, the first thing you do is you go onto the Athletic Performance Matters website, which is just here, athleticperformancematters.com.au, and on here, just go to the link which has resources, click on that, and click on the link that says ASL calculator free download, and it will download that for you. I've actually set one up earlier, okay? So this is what you would see if you get it, and I've actually pre-populated it with players A, B, C, D, E, and F on the left-hand side there, but you can go all the way down to cell 21A, so you can put in, I think, 20 players, 19 players in total. And the first thing that you put in is the individual player's fastest sprint speed time. So it's done in seconds. So, I've put in here 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, and so on and so forth. But you could put in different times, obviously, 5 seconds or whatever it might be. The system will then calculate the maximal sprint speed, distance divided by time, but you don't need to worry about that. The next thing you need to put in is your time trial data, and the system asks you for that in minutes and seconds. So player A has taken 5 minutes and 0 seconds to run 1600 meters. Player B has taken 4 minutes and 50 seconds, and so on and so forth. Again, you can look at all the columns if you choose to, but the most important column to look at is column L, the speed reserve ratio. The system will now calculate those athletes who've got more of a sprint profile, and they're shown in red, so player A in this situation. Those players who've got more of an aerobic profile, and though that's person shown in green, which happens to be player E. There could be more than one of either, but the majority of the players have got a mixed profile, so that's B, C, D, and F. And with that information, the system now tells you, just scroll across here, that those players who've got a sprint profile should run 100 meters in 15 seconds. Those with a mixed profile, 95 meters, and those with an aerobic profile, 90 meters in 15 seconds. It then says they have 15 seconds passive recovery time, so 15 seconds to gather their breath. With the total activity time being 10 minutes, they therefore need to run 20 intervals. So how would I set it up? I would set it up like this. I would take 3 sets of 4 cones, and I would set them up so that some are set up, or one set of 4 cones is set up for the sprint profile distance. I think that was 105 or 100 maybe. One is set up for the mixed profile distance, 95 meters we'll say, and one set up for the aerobic profile distance. I'd also then get my iPhone, stick it on a tripod preferably. They're inexpensive to buy, but it doesn't really matter. And ideally with a speaker, I would get a countdown timer, which you can just download from the App Store. Generally, you can get those for free. Set it up for 10 minutes to go off every 15 seconds within that 10 minutes. And then I would get my players to stand behind the respective cones. So if you've got a sprint profile, stand behind the red, mix behind the blue, and so on. So there they are. And when the timer goes off for the first 15 seconds, they run from one set of cones to the other. And there they rest for 15 seconds before they turn round and run back again. When they get back to this end, again, they rest for a further 15 seconds, and the process continues. So up and back is 2 intervals. So in total, they're going to run 20 intervals, but please reassure them that within that 10 minutes, they're actually only running for 5, 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So that's it. That's how I would use the spreadsheet to effectively prescribe the high intensity intervals. Okay. In summary, you will have calculated 3 different intervals based on the player's maximal sprint speed and their maximal aerobic speed, and you'll end up with the 3 different intervals based on the player's profile, which will either be a sprint profile, aerobic profile, or a mixed profile. Which is better? Just different. Okay. The players then run their respective distances depending on their profile for 15 seconds. Rest for 15 seconds and do that 20 times in total. Don't forget to remind them that the exercise time in total will be 5 minutes. And that's it. I'm hoping that you found this presentation useful. If you're interested in this concept of anaerobic speed reserve, maximum aerobic speeds, speed reserve ratio, and you'd like to learn more about it and how you can change variables on the spreadsheet that I've shown you so you can prescribe in your own way rather than following the formula that I've put in place for you, then look out for my next video yet to be recorded. Apart from that, if you've got any thoughts or comments, especially if you're an existing S&C coach, or any questions, obviously, please put them in the comment section below. Thanks.